As the esoteric side of our own consciousness is released, we are more sensitive than we ever have been now, or could be now. And the Lord might cause us a headache now if we knew more and were more informed, and we made a mistake, particularly intentionally. We tried to corrupt or misuse power. We would find a tragedy far greater than would face us today, because we know more, and the more we know, the more is expected of us. The more we grow, the more growth becomes natural to us, and the time will probably come when the human being will become very much more complete than anything we see today. The human being will be able to perpetuate itself. It will have its own ways of life and death. It will have its own bodies and patterns which may not even resemble what we have now, but always it will be a growth towards reality. And reality is always one thing, a kind of perfect harmony, in which the individual's life is in perfect harmony with the divine life stream. Until we are in harmony with the stream of life, we will suffer. But when we become able to join in with growth as a principle, growing in as in integrities of these fronts, we will find that we have come a long way on our journey. So somewhere in the long way forgotten past, behind all that we have ever thought of, have ever known, were aeons beyond the stars, sparks flying, floating in infinite space, gradually embodied, creating great waves of life, great orders of creation, great kingdoms of nature, gradually going on and on, but always for a purpose, the purpose being that through the experiencing of all things we become capable of disciplining ourselves, and through the experience of this discipline we are able to be patient with those who are yet too weak, and we will also have the discipline and the courage to protect the values which we have discovered. The whole world of religion and the world of ethics is man learning to respect that which is best, and having learned to respect it, learns to practice it. And all this is part of the growth. We don't know where it's going to end. We hear people, and the gods are referred to as ever-living, eternal powers in space, far beyond anything we call galaxies or black holes. The great universe of visible phenomena gradually fades away. Little by little, the worlds become shadows, and a new world reveals itself, a higher step in the great laws and practices of creation. And in this higher step, we go forward. Forward to what? We go forward to a destiny for which we were intended. For it must be remembered that in a sense we are all gods in the making. And when we become gods in reality, we will be the most humble of all creatures. We will not be proud that we rule. We will be sad that we cannot rule better. Little by little, life is coming to every atom of space. Every tiny molecule must glow up. Every grain of sand must become a star. And we are part of the carpentry. We are part of the working crew that brings this about. We are already transmuting all kinds of forces within our own bodies. Our own alchemy is at work. Our own Kabbalah is estimating and studying our proportions. Our understanding of astronomy is broadening out to recognize the universe of values rather than of the universe of forms. Everywhere we are growing, and growth begins with sincerity. And sincerity begins with the realization that as long as there are mistakes in our own thinking, we are going to suffer, at least a little. But if we correct these mistakes, we will then become disciplined servants of the largest and most noble of all causes, the regeneration of universal life and the fulfillment of an infinite plan that is beyond our comprehension.